Hello, thank you for coming today. I teach Buddhism and I learn in purelandschool.com. In my last video, I said I was going to explain the word enlightenment in this video. So, here we go. So, enlightenment, this word, you can see it contains the word light. So, why is it that in Buddhism we use this word light? So, we use light and darkness to explain something, right? So in the darkness, this is a person. I made a drawing, a representation, so it's easier to understand. So this is a person in a dark room, okay? In a dark place. So in a dark room, you cannot see. When it's completely dark, you cannot see. That means you don't know how far you are, for example, from the walls or any objects inside the room. This is because there is no light. Okay, this is like a metaphor, you would say, yeah. And then when there is light in the room, now you can see. You can see if there is anything there or not. You can see yourself better. Okay. So, why is it in Buddhism that we were not able to see before that we can see now? So the answer for that is very deep, but because Buddhism is very deep, what I do is I try to explain little by little throughout my videos. So today I wanna explain some Buddhist terms like darkness or light. I just explained that darkness it would be like ignorance when you don't know something, you are in the dark about that. Okay, that would be darkness. And light would be the opposite, when you clearly know. Clear as if it's bright, if there's light around. Okay? So, enlightenment, it's when you are able to see, you see this, I made this here, is the moment, enlightenment is a moment in your life. A moment when you happen to know, you move from the darkness into the light. Okay? And now you can see. That moment, which is the smallest amount of time or the smallest length of time, is also called Ichinen moment, but don't write that down. I'm gonna explain more and more Buddhist terms in my future videos. So enlightenment is a moment in your life when you're now able to see, okay, when you're not ignorant about something anymore. About what? I'll explain this. So before that, about darkness, when you cannot see. In Buddhism, this is also called the dark mind, also called darkness of no light. I am explaining to you these Buddhist terms, so when I use them in the future, you know what I'm talking about. And it would be great if you could write them down if you're studying with me Buddhism. That would be a good idea. So the dark mind, darkness of no light, and the doubting mind is slightly different, but it's pretty much the same. So what is it that changes? In short, well, many things changed, but changes. Many things changes. They change. Many things change. Sorry, I'm not native in English. So many things change when we attain enlightenment. Okay, but the most important thing, or the most characteristic thing, it would be that you are now able to see or to know about your future life, your afterlife. What happens to us, or what happened to you after you die? What happens next? So this very interesting and very important question can be answered. Okay, and the answer can be found in Buddhism. When you listen to Buddhism and you do the practices, One of the practices is, of course, to listen to Buddhism. It's the most important one. But there is more. I will teach you the other practices as well. But the most important practice is to listen to Buddhism. When you keep listening to Buddhism, there will be a point, a moment when you attain enlightenment. Okay? And then you know, like no one needs to tell you. You don't need someone else to tell you if you attain this or not. You know for sure. You know by yourself that you already reached that point. And in that point, you know exactly where you're going after your body perishes. Okay, and you go, you know where you go, which is a very good place. But I will talk about that in the future. But that is enlightenment. So it's very easy to know if we are enlightened or not. And you may think, oh, that's interesting. I want to attain that. That sounds cool. But in Buddhism, it's like from the point of view of Buddhism or Buddhists, or Buddhas exactly, yeah. From the point of view of Buddhas, it's the opposite. It's like being in the darkness is very bad. Okay, and there is another Buddhist term here or concept that is written down here in red. The dreadful disease of the dark mind. So what is it? Okay, we have a dark mind. All right, we can accept that. But what is it that this is a dreadful disease? This is because this is the cause of our suffering. To have a dark mind is the cause of human suffering. Okay, maybe I have to explain that more in detail, but in short, when you're, I mean, how can I say this? When there is something that is certain to happen, like death, and that's not something we want, because everybody wants to escape death. That's why people like health, you know, and I don't know, being young and all that. But we know it's inevitable, right? So when we know that something bad in that sense is going to happen, because we don't know what's going to happen, so it's like we try to avoid death, right? Um, Knowing at the same time that it's going to happen, this creates anxiety. This is the cause of anxiety and many psychological problems. Okay, so we should attain enlightenment as soon as possible for two reasons. In short, maybe there's more, but first is great. It's the purpose of life. It's the most important thing we can do before we do all the other stuff we want to do or we have to do. Okay, so that's number one thing you have to do in your life to attain enlightenment. The second one is, what's the second one? I had something in my mind. I mean, for one thing is we need to do it. Like it's very good, but also if we don't do it, you don't want to know, but you will not have the same future. So you should really hurry. Ah, yeah, I just remember. Yeah, the second reason is because we don't know how much time we have left. We may think, for example, myself, I could say that I have good health and all that, and I'm not very old or anything, so I should live for some decades now, but I cannot certainly know that. I don't know if a plane crashes, if I take a plane and the plane crashes or something, or I am hit by a bus or whatever. Things happen, right? So we cannot really rely on time to do this, but we need time to do this. So we have to take care of ourselves. We have to take care of ourselves while listening to Buddhism earnestly, intently, so we can attain that moment. Yeah, many things change when we reach that point. But the important thing is that, okay, I'm talking too much today, sorry. We should really do that. So yeah, from the point of view of Buddhas, we are like already at the bottom. We are like not in a very good place. There's better place to be. in the universe. So there is something here. Oh, okay, 1 second. So you cannot see the dark mind, darkness, no light, doubting mind. All right. And then when you can see, you have a bright mind, the bright mind. Okay. So all of these are Buddhist terms, and here, this here has nothing to do with this. It's just like a matter of space. I don't have another one of these, a whiteboard. So in this drawing, I want to explain that when this is you going in your life, like going straight to death. Sorry, but it's like that. So when death is dark, there's darkness. We don't know what happens after that. That's affecting us right now because the future is dark. That makes the present dark in a way. It really affects us. We don't realize, but it's like when you have something in your shoe, like a little stone, and it's like bothering you all day, and then you stop, you take it out, and it's like, oh yeah, that's better. Something like that, but a little bit more important. So this is in the red part. I'm not sure you can see, but in the red part it would be the afterlife. Like what happens? This vertical line is death in this example, and after that is the afterlife. The afterlife starts immediately after we die. But because this is dark and we don't know what happens there, this is creating a shadow on us in the present. Yeah. So I explained everything. I'm not sure if this video is too long. I'm sorry about that. If you have doubts, ask me. You can comment on this video or you can send me a message if you have me on social media or something. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. And if you found me today for the first time because of my Instagram videos, you can follow me on Instagram. Or if you don't want to, that's okay. But the important thing is that in my profile there is a link, a YouTube link where you can access all my videos. That would be a good idea. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.